Hello, welcome to this new episode of Far From Home, a talk with a friend abroad. Today, our guest is Shady from Spain, so actually Egyptian living in Spain. And I'm really happy to have you here because I know we share part of you're also part of the Erasmus generation, the Erasmus network. And then like Egypt is a country that's really close to my heart. And so I welcome you here to our talk. Welcome.
Okay, thank you so much, and it's my pleasure to be with you. And I'm really grateful for this opportunity. And we know each other, and this is like a good friendship between me and you. And I'm glad to be with you today.
Yeah, kind of a online COVID friendship because it was
yes.
the COVID.
This is, by the way, one of the benefits, one of the benefits of COVID-19. So this is a really good friendship. Yeah.
Yes, that's so true. So the first question in our talk is how you ended up in Spain. So what was your international experience?
Okay. Actually, I as you know, that I am from Egypt, and always I'm trying to enhance my skills and my abilities, and to have like a global overview about our world, and also to learn from other cultures and other knowledge, and also try to influence my culture and my knowledge as well. So it begins when I try to apply for scholarship opportunities and exchange program opportunities. So I got a scholarship from USAID and IIE, and I went to United States of America. Then I went more, so I went for Erasmus program, and I got a scholarship from Erasmus to study in University of Valladolid in Spain, and I go there, and it's really a fruitful experience. Mm-hmm. And also I went to Morocco to a conference by EGB, and it was about social entrepreneurship, and this stuff. And also it was funded by Erasmus as well, and I went with the Mediterranean Youth Foundation organization in Egypt, and that's it.
Mm-hmm. Yes, no, that's good. So actually, so you were in the US and now you are in Spain, and then
yes.
you went to Morocco, but I would say for a few days. How was your experience in terms of like cultural shock? Were you prepared? Was more in the US, more in Spain? What similarities, differences?
Okay, actually, before I went to United States, I heard a lot of stories. I watched a lot of movies, and I read some articles. But it's really different when you read about something and when you live the experience itself. So I was in Wayne State University. It's in Michigan, in Detroit.
I
read.
No, because before, sorry to interrupt, just for the audience, because before I made this like comment on like Shady or like Slim Shady Eminem. For the people who know me, I'm a big fan of Eminem. So so you were also in Detroit. Wow.
Yes. And actually, I read more about Detroit, that the people say that it's a really like they have a lot of mafia, and they did a lot of films about action movies about Detroit, and this stuff. But when I went there, I didn't feel that, like I didn't see any robbery, any fighting or something like that. It's totally safe. And however, yes. However, I noted that United States of America, or especially Wayne State University, they have like really good education, as I searched before, and but I didn't feel comfortable to the American culture.
Mm-hmm.
It's not my favorite, but I like their education. But other social stuff, I didn't really like. I had like higher expectations, but when I went there, I didn't found that. And also, I went to New York City. Mm-hmm. I went to Chicago. But I didn't find what I want.
Mm-hmm.
So when it comes to myself to complete in the United States or to return back to Egypt, I prefer to return back to Egypt. Mm-hmm. And this was United States. Spain, when also I had an expectation about Spain or about Europe as well. When I go there, I really found like we have a lot of similarities, you know, between the Egyptian culture and Spanish culture,
Sure.
and also I feel like we are really close to each other. I feel that the Spain people is like my second family, you know.
Mhm.
So I really like it so much, and I like the education as well. And also I envy the European people about the network that they have, or uh, they have a lot of opportunities, you know. So this is really good. So I like Spain so much.
Yeah, that's good. I think it's interesting, and I think it's also can be like understandable, because
Yes,
like in like Spain and Egypt and the Mediterranean cultures, like Malta, also Italy,
yes,
we're
yes.
more like collectivistic societies. So family is important, relationships, like spending time together, eating together.
Hmm.
While in the US is more an individualistic society. So if
Yes,
you're
I
looking
agree
for
with
like
you.
relationships, can be,
Hmm.
yeah, can be more complicated. And
Yes.
yeah, and I agree with you. And actually, as we are part of like some Erasmus associations or post Erasmus, and
Hmm.
I think the point you made is really important. And unfortunately, someone like what is happening also in UK, that they are like with the Brexit, is like in Europe we had so many opportunities, or like cultural
Hmm.
exchanges and for study
Yes.
abroad, that we were really lucky. And sometimes we don't realize how lucky we were, or we are as European, with all like the European Union programs and the exchange
Hmm.
programs. That's true.
Yes, I agree with you.
Yeah. And so then COVID
Yeah.
19 came, and, and you were in Spain. And how was for you?
Hmm.
Like, what were the challenges, like personally, professionally, this idea of where is home, your family, friends?
Hmm. Okay. Uh, for sure, you know, most of the people will relate that COVID-19 is like a real pandemic that affect their life in a negative way. But also, I feel the same when the COVID-19 happens. But I try to have like a growth mindset and to be like a problem solver and to take this an opportunity. And for sure I had some obstacles, like I'm not familiar to work from home, I'm not familiar to study from home,
Mhm.
you know. And I want to have like an interaction with the people, you know. But when the COVID-19 came, I didn't interact with people so much. And also I was planned to travel all Europe, you know, and this stuff, and try to know more about the culture, but I didn't have the opportunity. So I try to do something else. So I focus on enhancing my digital skills. So I began to learn more about the digital skills. Also, I took like 25 courses online from different organizations and platforms. Yes, and this increased my knowledge to learn, and increase my ability to learn, and also to increase my like uh, I have a different mindset, you know. Like
Yes.
whenever I will be, I will learn anything. So this is really cool. Also, most of the people were free at this time, so I did a lot of friends, you know.
Yes.
And yes, and it's really good. You have like a plenty of time, and you think in a strategic way, and you have like a helicopter eye view about the politics or economic of all over the world. For example, you see that most of the countries who help each other, and other countries they don't care about each other, you know, and so on.
Yeah.
And also you found like when there is a problem, like it's a global problem, so all the people try to uh, like there are some countries they try to show that we are a dominant country and we are a superior country, and the others they said no, we have to collaborate to each other and help the whole world, you know. So I could notice this one, yeah, I mean,
Mhm.
so that's it.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. No, that's interesting. I think what you meant, like the grow mindset, is something that
Yes.
really was
Yes.
strategic and also like life-saving for many of us during this pandemic, because it was like, yeah, I can just like stop and my life, I pause my life, I complain, or I feel all this grief and I don't do nothing, or I try
Yes.
to learning something, improve myself, and like make connections and see what happen, and be prepared also to anything that can happen next. And
Yes. Also, I noted that most of the companies, like who is the strongest company? The strongest company who have money, or the strongest company who can be adaptable and to apply like lean and agile strategy. As you saw, Zara and Mercedes, they try to be agile and they shift their production line to something else.
yes,
They don't complain like small startups or something like that. Also, we witness a lot of start initiation of startups, and this is really cool. And also, this is like an indicator to show us how we can spend our money in the next era. Like we have to develop our healthcare system instead of military. We
yeah,
have to invest in people mind and their and entrepreneurship instead of something else. This is really interesting.
yes, that's true.
Yes.
And in fact, yeah, the event, actually, this event, we were supposed to be there together in Morocco, but I couldn't make it because of the pandemic.
Yes.
And it was about like social entrepreneurships and also the skills needed for the
Mm-hmm.
present and the future of the job market. So
Yes, I agree with you.
yeah, but among the, how many they were, like 25 courses that you took, there was something
Yes.
strange, so something like not like common for you, something out of your like comfort zone, or everything was in line?
Okay, look, I was trying to explore more,
Mhm.
So I went into operational and planning it during COVID-19. Like this is the name of course from WHO, World Health Organization. I studied some things related to the digital skills of entrepreneurship. So how you can do like you enhance your skills and you are a social entrepreneur, but online, and also I went to some things related to supply chain management and lean and agile supply chain management and supply chain resilience. Like how can the supply chain stand in front of war or any circumstances like pandemic, or this stuff. And also I went to something else related to the Photoshop,
Yeah.
and Illustrator and graphic design and so on. Also, I went to another field, which is mental health. Like I saw myself like if I have any one of my friends suffer from any depression or something like that, I have to help him.
Mm.
So I read more about mental health and psychology and this stuff. So this is really fruitful.
Wow. Yeah, it was really like
Yeah.
360-degree learning, and
Yes.
yeah, all important topics like supply chain was a big issue in, I would say, most of
Yeah.
the countries affected by COVID-19.
Actually, this is my field of study is logistics and supply chain management. So we really understand the goals and aims of supply chain management. To manage all of these factories and all the resources around the world. And how the transportation is done, how the politics affect your transportation or affect your strategy of your company or the production lines and so on. So this is really perfect.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think that the
Yeah.
COVID, yeah, it made like evident that everything we are dependent on something else, and something else is
Yes.
economic, is political, is strategic. So
Yes.
actually, your food, your water, your mask, like is like depending on something like bigger than us, and this, I think this got a lot of frustration, but also at the same time a lot of like creativity in like developing local solutions.
Yes. I think also it's like something like what we call. Did you hear about pestle analysis? So it's like it's a circle with each other. Like it's a pestle. So it's political, economical,
Yeah.
social, legalities, technological. environmental. So all of them are integrated to each other. If you try to change one thing, so it will affect the whole ecosystem. So this is the truest thing.
Yes, that's so interesting, and actually, like we are seeing this like happening right now.
Yes.
So yeah, well done for all the studies and all the
Yes.
work. So one more learning, like grow mindset. Other like resources that you realize maybe you had or you discover or you developed.
Okay, I discovered like there is nothing called dominant country, and even we have like high technological equipments or high technological industry, or even if we have like the most greatest minds in history and this stuff. Also, we have some things that we can't achieve more than that. Like, for example, they didn't found till now the treatment for the COVID-19. Even we have a lot of technological, and this stuff, and we have a lot of knowledge also. So we have to be humble, whenever we reach, because even if I reach to be like the best one in the world, I will find someone is more than me. So we have to be humbled forever. Yeah. Also, I noted that we have a lot of resources, but we didn't thank God for it. For example, I feel that we have to appreciate the resources that we meet people and hang out with them to enjoy the nature, and this stuff instead of being at home. Also, I noted that, like, for example, the sleeping is not the best thing in the world to sleep at home. So you sleep a lot, and what else? You don't have anything to do, so it's like really boring. So we have to balance. We have to balance in all the fields in our life, like to have a social life and to have a work and professional life, and also to have knowledge and enhancement of our life. It's like you take care of your body, you take care of your heart, you take care of your mind, and so on. So, and also we have to be ready for any pandemic or any crisis. So we have to be more aware about crisis management, and that's it.
Yeah,
Yes.
great. Like, thank you. It's interesting because now, like, I think I have done more than 20 talks, and there are like some keywords now. So one is like being grateful. We realize like, how many things we have and we take for granted, and but we should be grateful. The other one is the learning attitude, and the third one is like linked to the learning is the humility, and it can happen to anyone. But when you live abroad, if you try to integrate, to get to know the local culture, and you put yourself in a position in more like a humility or a learning attitude, you will get the most from this international experience. And I have seen this to all the people I met, like and my network.
Yeah. And by the way, this is really hard because you are not in your comfort zone,
Yes.
So you don't know how to fight with your internal thoughts or internal fears, or the external fears, like from the COVID-19 and this stuff. So the balance to take the decision to learn, this is really like hard to take. It's like a hard decision to take, and at the same time you miss your family. You have like you are fear of coronavirus towards you and towards your family and your home country. This is really like something hard, but we learn. It's okay to feel because we are human, but also we have to learn how to manage our fears or how to manage the risks.
Yes,
that's it.
Yes. I have a discussion with a friend of mine, and the idea was, I'm thinking that maybe all these like learning courses or learning online things that we are doing, there may be an escape from the reality, and they could be, they could have been that. And so this is why mental health was also, mental well-being is extremely important, because you can like we complain a lot about the kids. They spend a lot of time online.
Yes.
Now we were forced to
Yes.
stay online, but then you have to like balance also and try to like get out and face like this new reality, new normal, old normal, or some like different behaviors that now we have to
Yes.
follow.
Also, I noted that in the previous sessions, like we discussed that most of the people say, okay, when you are working from your home, you will have a lot of time, and we don't have to come to work and this stuff. But when we have coronavirus and people start work from home, I think they work more inside their homes than when they go to the work, or the physical work or something like that.
Yes, no. That's
So,
I think I'm not sure if there is a research or no, but all the people I spoke with, that
yes,
they work more during like the pandemic
yes,
online.
yes, I agree with you.
Good. Now we are almost at the end, and there is the like the message to your countries in your languages. So feel free to send a message to your country or countries.
Okay, I think I don't need to send anything, because I really left to my heart there, like my heart is still in Egypt, so maybe I can say I want to go back, like or I miss you. In Arabic it's وحشتيني. So that's it.
What will be the first thing you will meet your family, but then is there anything that you miss the most from Egypt, and you're gonna
actually I miss a lot of the sorry.
We'll host.
Okay.
Let's see if we can.
Okay, I miss the sea, because I'm from Hurghada and I'm located on the Red Sea, so I miss the sea so much. So the first thing that I will go to meet my family and friends, and then I will go to the sea immediately. Also, I miss a lot of food, because we really do a lot of good food.
Yes.
And also I miss the weather. I miss the weather there. Even in Spain and Egypt, we almost have the same. But it's like something spiritual you will feel in your home country.
Yes.
So that's it. Yeah.
Good. Perfect. So good luck with everything. And
thank you so much.
To be soon back to Egypt. And so thank you again, and thank you for following us.
Thank you so much, and I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you again.
Okay,
Bye
bye.
bye.